Hi guys, it's Lynn here. Hope you're keeping really well. Now this is my end of August cacti and succulent plant update. And first of all I'm going to start off outside because we've had some really lovely weather in Ireland lately and it's been a bit of a heat wave. As you can see, there's a lovely pond there. We've got these flowers, the beautiful water lilies that have been flowering all through the summer. Aren't they gorgeous, guys? They're absolutely beautiful. They're just like rubber inside the filaments. So beautiful. And because the weather's been so brilliant, I've put a lot of my cacti outside onto the big seat by the pond. And here's a selection of them all outside here, getting a bit of fresh air. You can't beat them getting fresh air. When they're behind glass, it's just not the same as lovely fresh air. And the weather's just been so gorgeous lately. Well, it's certainly a heat wave for Ireland anyway. And they're all doing well, as you can see. Selection of them all there. These are all the ones that are in the greenhouse, and I've put a few of them outside. And I've also got, look at this here, guys. This is my Cactus Succulent, and it has been flowering all through the summer, and it's got a load more buds on it as well. I've actually put it outside here by the pond too to get some fresh air. It's been beautiful when it's blooming. So stay tuned for a future video of that, guys. And this is my little rockery. And then let's take you over to the greenhouse, shall we? Now, these are my hanging baskets up in the tree, getting loads of fresh air as well. This is my lovely Ripsalis paradoxa here, the mistletoe cactus as it's nicknamed. That's doing really well. And this is my string of pearls plant. That's thriving as well out here. Lovely in the tree and doing really, really well. I've also got my big agaves. They're out on the step. I always forget to include these in my updates for some reason, so I mustn't forget this time. They're doing so well here too. And let's take you over to the greenhouse now. Now this is the greenhouse. I've had a bit of a move about and a tidy up in here. And as you can see, got a lot going on here. Some more buds on my big Astrophytum ornatum, which is wonderful to see because that's been flowering all through the summer as well. And my Aeniums, they're doing really well. And also a selection of cacti. There's not really much happening in the sense of flowers at the moment. As I say, it's sort of late summer and the flowers sort of die down. I've got a few buds forming, but nothing really exciting as yet. But just a bit of a quick tour around the greenhouse so you can see what's all happening here. All seem to be doing really well, which is good. Now I've noticed a lot of my plants seem to go a little bit yellow. I think they're getting a bit too much sun. Can actually say it, too much sun in Ireland, can you believe that? But because they're behind glass, it's sort of magnified. As you can see, they look a little bit wishy-washy. So obviously with too much light, they will sort of green up once the weather starts changing again. Fruit pods forming on my mammillaria, which is wonderful. That means seeds on the way there. And more buds as well here on my Astrophytum nudum. I've also got my little Opuntia, Opuntia brasiliensis. That's all in bud as well. That's loads of buds on there, which is really exciting to see. And got my big Trichocereus cacti selection there. My big Pachycereus pringlei. It's as big as me, as tall as me. And I've got my selection of Opuntias here. And also my Parodia magnifica. Now this has been blooming all through the summer. More buds again, guys. So that's going to be more multiple blooms on this beauty here. And my little bowl gardens are doing really, really well, as you can see. And also my other bowl garden too. And my my pencil plant. Now this is desperate to be repotted, guys. So watch out for future video coming in the next couple of weeks of me repotting this fella, because he needs to be potted up. And I'm going to take you out now to show you what I've got here. Now, if you wonder what we're walking up to here, no, it's not the Medusa's head, so don't panic. It's actually my big Epiphyllum Ackermanii. Now, yesterday I put a video up of me like stressed out because I was moving this because it's obviously been getting too much sun. As you can see, it's gone slightly yellow instead of being green. And when I got it out, I actually saw it was covered in mealybugs on a couple of the stems right at the back thankfully I've completely removed them, and as far as I can see I can't see any left. Going to be keeping a close eye on it as well, and I'm going to be going through my entire collection over the next few days to check there's no signs of bugs, because you very rarely see them on one plant. They're usually a few places, but I'm pleased to say I used some soapy water and I have not been able to see any more. But as I say, I'm going to be keeping a close eye on them. But he's doing really well out here. He's going to get some fresh air. And that's it then, guys. That's let's take you over into the house. Now, this is the dining room, and I've overtaken the place here as well. Now, these are a selection of my epiphytic cacti. And the reason why they're sitting on the table at the moment, I've been going through them all, checking them all over, and they've also been getting a little bit too much sun in the conservatory. The leaves have been going a little bit yellow. I know a cactus can never have too much sun as such, but when they're behind glass, it's magnified. So I've moved them into the dining room where they don't get as much sun, but still get plenty of light. I'm going to be rearranging these over the next few days. And also, mustn't forget, because when I do my updates, I always forget about the other plants as well. My big spider plants here. This is my lovely spider plant with all the mostly green leaves, a little bit of the white stripe on the end there. And lots of babies, as you can see. And then my other spider plant as well, I've had for many, many years. And this is one of the original spider plants, the one with the white stripe all the way through the middle. And as you can see, lots of babies there. So obviously lots of spider plants here. And then going to take you into the office. Now here's the office, and I'll show you what we've got going on in here. Now these are my Apuntia humifusa seedlings, and aren't they gorgeous? They're growing so well. Look at them, guys, they're adorable. And I've also got my San Pedro Trichoceros patronoi seedlings. They're doing really well. Their seeds are grown sowed in the March. My Pinioceros gregii, these are seeds that were gifted to me by my wonderful friend Bruce in Arizona. They're doing really, really well. My little peyote seedlings as well, my Lophophora. And the dragon fruit. Now, the video I made, how to grow a dragon fruit from a fruit. Look at that. Isn't that doing really well? Their seedlings are so cute. They're growing so well. Still see the little seed at the end of them. And my other seedlings as well, my Lobivias, they're doing really well. My Corypantha borwigii, and my magnolias as well. How to grow magnolia from seed video. These are the magnolias from there, and they're doing so well. Look at them, guys. So that's the office, and let's go and take you somewhere else then, shall I? Now, this is in the studio, or Sean's studio room, and I've overtaken it with all my plants, of course. And these are like my Christmas cacti and Easter cacti cuttings I've got rooting away here. And this one here, my little Christmas cactus, that's got a little fruit pod forming full of seed. How exciting is that? Which I'm really pleased about. And I've also got some of my Easter cacti that have formed fruit as well. Where I did the video on how to pollinate your Easter cactus. That's doing well. The seed pods are getting bigger there, which is wonderful. And my little Nepenthes as well, all doing well. The Nepenthes that were all cuttings that were gifted to me. These are all doing really well. And also my big Christmas cactus down there, my Schlumbergera truncata. This is doing really well. Got a bit of a pink tinge to it because it's got a bit too much sun. But other than that, it's all well here. And then I'm going to take you into the living room. Now, this is the living room, and I've got all my Ripsalis rainforest cacti all in the stand here. And did a video repotting these a few days ago, and they're all doing really, really well, settling into their new pots. And got obviously all the windowsill plants there. And look at this, guys. This is my big mother of thousands. Isn't it beautiful? It's full of babies all on the leaves, and it's getting bigger and bigger by the day. Really beautiful kalanchoe. Absolutely beautiful. And that's the living room, as you can see there on the windowsill. I've got a few more different specimens, some Haworthias and some Gasterias also there. Now, this is my Nepenthes. I nearly forgot him. He's sitting on the chair at the moment. I've took him out of his hanging basket because I'm in the middle of giving him a trim. He's full of all the old dead leaves, you know, when the old pictures start to dry up. And although it doesn't hurt to leave them on the plant, it looks a bit unsightly. So I've been in the middle of trimming him. And I'm going to be doing a video on trimming your carnivorous plants in the next few days. So stay tuned for that, guys. But this Nepenthes I've had for well over 20 years. And he's doing really well, forming lots of new pictures. He's a lovely, healthy specimen. Now, guys, we're in the conservatory here. And I'll show you what's been happening here. They're all doing really well. Again, not too much in flower because it's coming up to late summer. I've got some of the Euphorbia obesas. They're in tiny, tiny little flower. These are Euphorbia flowers on here. Really, really miniature. They're lovely. And I've got my lovely Echeveria. I'm trying to think of the name of it. The name has lost me. But it's the one with all the frilly leaves on it. And look at that. It's an amazing flower. Big, long, big flower head on that. Absolutely gorgeous. And I've also got, look at this, guys, my sedum. This is what I propagated from a cutting last year, and it's doing really well. That's going to be ready to come into the most beautiful of pink flowers soon. And I've also got a few of my windowsill plants are doing really well as well. I've got my, show you there if I can reach in the window. That's my Lophophora williamsii, and that's in double bloom at the moment. Its pup's got a bloom on it. And the main one, and my other one as well, my big old Lophophora williamsii I've had for years, got a lovely bloom on it too. The blooms were open fully earlier, but obviously because the sun's gone in, they've closed. They're doing really well here. And show you what we've got here too. These are some of my cuttings which I've got. They're doing really well also. All of these, and some more of the little cuttings there. And I'll show you my little, a couple of you have been asking about my Sawaru. I just hope I pronounced it right. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. This was a wonderful gift from Keith. Isn't that absolutely wonderful? Groovy Man 1968. So thank you so much, Keith. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. It's got loads of new growth on it, which I'm really pleased about. And they're all doing really well. So, oh yes, my Matucana Madisonorium, that's had a lovely bloom on it. Again, because the sun's gone in, it's closed in now, but that's been blooming all through the summer as well. They're all doing so well. And then I'm going to take you over to over here onto the stand. Again, all my little cuttings doing well there. And some of my little dragon fruits doing well. This beautiful little golden big spider Clyster Cactus Winterii. That's doing lovely. And I've got to show you this as well, guys. Actually, I'll go start off here and I'll work my way around. These are my monkey puzzles. They're growing brilliantly. I've got some more cactus seedlings there. And I've got some, obviously, the ones for the cactus seed growing competition. I've still only got the one that sprouted so far. And I've got my big dragon fruit hanging basket here as well. And my other little dragon fruit there. Ooh. Hello, come in. That's the door opening by itself, guys. And my big Opuntia there. And this is what I'm really pleased about. This is in bud. This is a beautiful plant, the Hildew Interior, Clyster Cactus Calodimonis. This is my other big spider one with the lovely white hair. That's got a bud forming on it. This is what I bought from Bloom in the Bloom show in Ireland this year. So I'm really pleased about that. So that's going to be amazing when that flowers. So stay tuned for a future video on that, guys. And then I'll show you what I've got going over here. These are all my, well, some of my, obviously my carnivorous plants, my Sarracenias and Venus flytraps. They're doing really well. And I've got my little tiny sundews in flowers, coming into a little bud there, and there's a little flower on it, which is really lovely. Some of my other Ripsalis cacti here as well. Some little cuttings there doing really well. My big Aeneum, I repotted that the other day into a new pot. That's doing really well. And then I've got a few selection of small plants on here as well. Some more aloes on here. My Hoya linearis. And the good news is that's coming into bud as well. I'll just show you guys. See, that's got some buds on it. So it's going to be really exciting to see that in flower. Some more aloes down the bottom too. And I think that's it then, guys. Pleased to say. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. And I want to send you loads of love. Heaps of happiness and tons of happy growing, as always, from Ireland. And until the next video, guys.